Hello everyone. What's up? So, uh, I've been wondering. Look, I was just editing a video. This is currently 10:30 in the night for me, so it's quite late. On a Friday, it's the 12th of May. If you're later watching this on YouTube, but I was just editing a video, and I just felt like streaming, so let's do it. So because I was actually recording something, I need to just reset my settings here. And there we go. Something like that. Okay. So what do I want to do? I want to go for Vision. Still need to farm Vision. The legendary accessory from... The legendary trinket from Living World Season 4. I'm only missing Dragonfall as of now. So, yeah. And I've been playing a lot of Harbinger. I've started playing Harbinger 3 days ago. And it was actually... I don't know, I clicked very early with it. I have some gold to get here. I hope the game doesn't sound too loud. Maybe it is. Wait. And we don't have music. This is because I was recording the video. Oh god, sorry. I should have checked this out first. But yeah. There we go. Doesn't take long. How is... Wait, I need to unmute Guild Wars 2 on the background. And how does it sound? Okay, it seems to sound good. Good. I hope everyone hears me alright. So yeah, there's been a lot of talk about the new studio update. I might take a look at it afterwards. I've already seen it. I've already spoken with a lot of guildmates about it, but I've actually never talked about it on stream. But overall, my feelings are it's a much better studio update than the last time. And I think that they've made it clear that the next expansion is coming really soon, which I think it's very weird that we don't have any hype at all about it. I don't see anything about it. But yeah, I've been a little bit disconnected as well from the Reddit section of Guild Wars 2, from social media of Guild Wars 2. I've actually not been much paying attention to it. Wait. We are alive, right? Yeah, we are. Okay. Good. I was wondering if my... Because on my browser that I have on my PC here, just to check the stream, the background was all black, so I was kind of worried there. It seems to be all fine. I haven't streamed in a long time, so I was kind of... I'm still kind of nervous about technical issues. But yeah, it seems to be working fine, so let's just relax. I'll drink a little bit of water. Like CMC does this, let's just drink water, relax, take it easy. Oh man, CMC is such a character. I love the dude. And I actually pondered, are we gonna get on the 27th, are we gonna get a stream, or before the 27th, like when we get the preview for the next balance patch, are we gonna get a stream like we did on the previous one? With Roy and everything? I would actually enjoy that. I don't know about you guys, but I would actually love that one. It's good content, and it makes a lot of connection with the community. So here's the deal. Here's what I have to do. Right now, if I go to collections, legendary trinkets, Vision Awaken, as you can see, Visions of Dragonfall is the last one I'm missing. This is a very critical part because this will give me the Shadow Gift of Prescience, which allows me to craft Glimpse, which is the precursor for the Vision. Okay, so what do I need to get this? I need to go to my story journal and go to War Eternal. Now, right here, I'm gonna need this thing. Corsair boot box. I could have done the reward track, but since I've done every single achievement track for each of these episodes from the season 4, I'll actually do this for this one as well. What I have to do is actually burn out some mobs. On the burning forests, I'm already almost completed on this one. I can actually finish this one today. I need to do two times the meta. So, because I need, as you can see, I need 4 achievements. So that's the Battle of Dragonfall, the Burning Forest Slayer, and the World Slayer, and Melandro's Lost Domain Slayer. So that's all the Slayer ones, and the meta 2 times. So that's what I think I'll be doing for the stream, and we'll be having some talks about what I think it's coming to the next expansion. Oh, what the possibilities are. Oh, look, Krauthmetaric's moving his tail. This is so awesome. So good to catch that on camera as well. If we actually think about this, they've been working on this next expansion longer than they've been working on longer than they worked on End of Dragons. Like the gap between End of Dragons and the last episode of the Iceberg Saga was smaller than the gap it is between End of Dragons and this next expansion. So they've been working on it longer. It's like it will be like 2 years, maybe a year and a half of pure dedication and just working on that. So, with that in mind, you guys might think, oh, there's gonna be more content, so there's gonna be more stuff. But we already know that there's only 2 maps and 2 strikes. So it's less content than End of Dragons. And, well, less content than Art of Thorns. Because Art of Thorns came with the raids, right? So, how is this gonna work? I think the 2 maps are gonna be really dense. I think we're gonna have maybe the best 2 maps we've seen in a long time. In terms of amount of detail and interaction you have with the map, I actually think that will take us back to Season 3 maps. Not that they're smaller, but how dense they are in detail and in storytelling as well. That was really one of the high points for me on Season 3, is how much the maps interact with the story and how much every zone matters. And, like, in the Ring of Fire, right? In the... Oh, what's it called? I'm missing the name of the map. Let me just check it. Oh, it's right here. Sometimes in Ember Bay. Yeah, exactly. In Ember Bay, like, there's a circus. Okay, so in the middle of a volcanic island, there's a circus around, and that's so much storytelling, and there's even a boss associated with it. There's a real, I don't know, man. There's a real feel and love for the game when they do something like that, and I think we're gonna see like maps of the size of End of Dragons with that amount of detail. That's what I expect. And the same thing goes for the quarterly map that comes afterwards, right? I don't expect a map like Gayala Delves. Gayala Delves, it's a good map visually, and it has a lot of storytelling as well. I'm doing actually a newsletter. If you're not on the guild, I've been doing, or if you are in the guild and you haven't seen it, but I've been doing a newsletter now. I've started last week. I've started on Thursday, Wednesday. I'll actually have to check that. And next week will come the second issue of the newsletter, and I'll actually show that on stream, the next newsletter. The first one was kind of, well, let's just see how this feels doing something like this for the guild, and let's see how that goes. Especially because we had a very big news with now we have established Fractal Party to go do NCMs, which is really good. On a weekly basis, that will be really good. There's a couple of players that never did them as well, and I'm actually quite excited for them and happy as well. So, oh, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the newsletter. So on the next newsletter that I'm doing, I can tease you just a little bit. I'm gonna be talking about a lot of Gayala Delves and the lore that's been going on for the past few weeks on there. I actually can recommend you a really good video on it. That's from Wooden Potatoes. It's very recent. He did it. He did a live stream on YouTube because now he streams on YouTube apparently only, and it is really good to see his theories on the matter of the most recent story updates. Let's help on this event here, right? Why shouldn't we? Yeah, I need to kill 250, more or less, of these mobs around here, the Burning Forest, and then we go towards next regions, but I'll still need to do the meta twice, so I'll also do the meta twice. It should take us about an hour and a half, 2 hours at most, just for that. And then I really want to do the next part of the achievement, which is, I think it's to kneel on some statues. I heard that that's gonna be easy. Let's see about it. If I can, I'll finish it all today. Not the legendary, but the precursor at least. That would be good. Yeah, and about the magazine, I have really cool thoughts for the magazine and ideas that I really want to do about it. Like, we can do something like interviews on there as well. I was thinking, like, since we are gonna do some Fractal CMs, and there's a couple of gamers that are doing it for the first time, and one of them is Jota. I'll actually invite him on the stream, and we'll do a live stream to see how he feels about them, what he thinks about after doing them, comparing them to the normal modes as well. It's gonna be fun. I've been playing a lot of PvP as well, but I've not been faring very good on this mini season. I'm 45-1 out of 93 played. I'm not even in the top 250 yet, but yeah, that's unfortunate. I've been playing a lot of Harbinger, as I've said, and it's fun, man. Harbinger is really good. The amount of CC that thing has, and then the bursts, ooh. The ultimate ability is really powerful as well. The elite skill, like the elite skill, is a throwable. It's like an elixir that's throwable, and once you throw it, you get every buff, every boon in the game. And if it lands on an enemy, it will give them every condition in the game as well. So you can see the amount of you know, things you can play with just with that. So I've been playing a lot with Jota. He's been playing Weaver, sometimes Catalyst, and it's really fun. Although I have a lot to say about the matchmaking. The matchmaking is really fiddly, isn't it? I wonder if that's the reason more players don't play PvP. Because PvP is fun as hell. I think PvP is really underrated. It's one of the most fun game modes of the game.
Living nightmares. Straight from the Fissure of Woe.
Great.
Still, if you're wondering what's my favorite thing to do, I gotta say it's doing organized PvE. Or even World vs. World must be really fun as well. I've never organized World vs. World, but that must be fun as well. But organized PvE is really fun. It can be exhausting if you're doing it with bugs, but if you're doing it with reasonable folks and like-minded people, oh man. Especially if you're doing it with friends or people that will become your friends in the future, you're gonna have a good time, let me tell you. It's one of the most fun you're gonna have in gaming. That's why we play MMOs, right? And I think that's something that MMOs aren't getting, and I'm kind of worried. We need to talk about this. The new combat features. I have some thoughts on this, and I have some theories, and I don't think I'm happy with any of them. So to start off, I don't want NPC or allied NPCs in the game. I know Guild Wars 1 has that, and a lot of folks love the Guild Wars 1 for that. But Guild Wars 1 is a very different game. You don't want to do a whole meta event just with another nine allied companions. Okay? At least I don't want that. I want players to interact with each other. I don't want to do solo fractals with 4 other companions. NPC companions. I want to do it with online players. That for me is very, very important in Guild Wars 2. But I do have this theory that they might do something like ESO does, or ESO did. I don't know how it's faring on there, because I heard that they were gonna do this, and then I have never heard about it again. So I don't know if it's actually launched or not. Maybe you guys have some opinions on that. I don't know. Or you'll definitely have more knowledge than me. I haven't played ESO in a long, long time. But yeah, I don't want... I love Guild Wars 1, but it's a totally different game, and I don't want allied NPCs, and I think most of the community would feel the same. And I hope ArenaNet doesn't make that mistake. I think Rouch wouldn't think about that. Now, there's another theory, which I'm fond of, but it's not enough. It won't be enough. I think it's not exciting enough for everyone. Which is unlocking the specialized profession or sorry, let me rephrase this. Unlocking the weapons for each elite spec. So you could be a berserker wielding pistol from the Blade Sword. That is the theory. I like it, but I don't think it's enticing enough for everyone, especially for PvP on War vs. World. I feel like it. I might be wrong on that. Maybe I should poll it on social media or on Reddit, but I actually don't think that's enough. It would be really cool. There's a lot of stuff that I would really like to see. Think about it, guys. You could be a hammer weaver. You could be a reaper with a pistol.
Gotcha.
You could be a mechanist with a hammer. You could be... You could be a soul beast with a staff. There's a lot of interesting stuff that you can do there. I don't know if you guys would be as excited as I would, but I'd actually be very excited about that. But I don't know if that would be enough. And there's also the possibility, very remote, in my opinion, the very remote possibility of adding new weapons. So let's talk about that as well. How would they do new weapons? Would they add a new weapon, like, for every class? Like, just one weapon for every class? Every class now gets to yield the battle axe, or the spear, or whatever. I think the spear actually would be the easiest weapon to do for them, because they already have the models. They just need to do the animations for out of the water combat and skills and stuff. And some they need to do something with the traits as well. The traits need to be looked for these new weapons to work. It's not just a matter of adding new weapons and that's it. Adding new models on it and yeah, we have new weapons. No. On Guild Wars 2 it's very, very different. I've actually talked about this. If you haven't watched, I've talked about this with Jot on my last stream, which has been almost a month ago. I'm really, really sorry about that. I was dumb enough to reset my PC without saving any of my settings, and so I had to try to recover almost everything from my OBS profiles to my YouTube videos to... I actually didn't recover a lot of stuff from YouTube, which is kind of sad, but hey, most of it's saved on YouTube. At least the things that I published, they're on YouTube, which is good. How are we faring on this? Let's see here. Or Eternal. Burning Forests. Almost 200 to go. Well, let's help with this escort. Continuing, so let's keep going with the weapons theory. So if they add a new weapon for every class, like the spear, would everyone be happy to get a spear? Like every class would be happy to get a spear? Would you be happy to have a spear on your, I don't know, on your thief? On your mesmer? Would you happy to have a spear? Well, it seems like they would, because on the End of Dragons there was a lot of theories about that because of that very special first teaser of the new elite specs. A lot of folks was wondering if it was a sword, a spear, a dagger, but yeah, it turned out to be a dagger, which is funny. I also want to remind you that they could do something really weird, which is add like a new weapon for each of the armor classes. Like the heavy class gets the battle axe, the medium class gets the spear, the light class gets a book or a novel or something like that. I don't know. You already have totems that look like books, but you could do something, a grimoire. You could do something like a grimoire or something like that. Which I think would be very, very interesting for a weapon, sort of like for elementalists, for necromancers, especially. But it would be weird, wouldn't it? You do have a legendary focus that is a grimoire. It's a claw with a grimoire, but it would be weird. Some legendaries have fucked them up because now they don't have the chance to do different kinds of weapons. Although with the Aurene ones, they did quite well. They didn't fuck anything up. I just cancelled my Dragon Sledge for some fucking reason. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of conversations to have. We're just at the beginning. I have a lot more, but the point of this stream is there's a lot of conversations to have about the new Expac, and folks aren't talking about it enough, in my opinion. We want the game to grow. We need to talk about these things. We need to give Arena our thoughts, because they are already working on stuff that we don't know about, and I don't know, man. It feels like we should make our voices heard. Not in a protestic and violent way. Don't make me wrong. I'm saying like we should give feedback. We should do constructive feedback on social media, on forums, on Reddit, whatever. And especially in game, there's like no one talking about it. For End of Dragons, there was a lot of hype in game. I mean, we had that early teaser, and I think that kind of helped for that. Which is weird. They haven't done that for this one. I mean, that's another one. Let's talk about this one just for a second here. What if they release a trailer on this next release, story release?
It's over.
Like, there's no fucking theories about it. I don't know, I think our community grew too much, or our content creators, our usual content creators, grew too much on our community, and now our community is so accustomed to these content creators doing their usual theories and their usual hype trains that if they don't do it, the community doesn't do it by themselves. It's really weird. I don't think that Guild Wars 2 is a game that sustains itself with content creators, but I definitely think that Guild Wars 2 could benefit a lot more from the community, from content creators. Especially if that community grew with more content creators. There's a lot of folks with a lot of talent, especially in the arts, in the art department. Damn, there's some bloats that can draw really good.
Come on. We should report back to Zayn. Let him know how we did.
So I want to keep killing these, right? Oh no, I want to go to the storm elemental. There's gonna be some mobs there for sure. So here's what I would want to see from the trailer if it released. I would love to see something like the Season 3 trailer to Path of Fire. Obviously with an increased quality and a deeper storytelling. Like something that we would understand exactly what is going on. I mean, with Balthazar you could understand what was going on. He was going to the desert. That much you could understand, but... It's weird, isn't it? Because now we have these really good cutscenes, and there was once a time, especially during the Season 3 Art of Thorns, like those old times, where the game was more artistic, more stylized. Now we use much more the in-game engine for the cutscenes and everything. Which I'll actually say I do like it. I'm not gonna lie, I do like it. There's a champion abyssal as well. I'm just gonna kill some of these elementals. So right now, oh damn, that wasn't almost any. Jesus. I think I need to be on the lower levels. There's a lot of salamanders on the lower levels. I would love to see Aurene in danger though. Or Aurene concerned. If Aurene is relaxed, or if we don't hear anything about Aurene during this whole thing, and there's a new trailer, it's not gonna sell it. Because we're gonna have Aurene. We've heard this discussion before, so... Aurene kinda obliterates any threat if she isn't dealt with in some manner. Maybe it's just, I don't know. There was a lot of comments on the video, and I actually enjoyed that. There was a lot of comments saying that Aurene could turn evil, and that is also a really interesting idea. Wait, I don't have access? I do. That is a really cool idea, a cool thought to have. Aurene going berserk. Any way the story turns, in the manner that the commander is gonna have to defeat Aurene, that is gonna be good. Although, if Aurene just sticks around for very long, you're gonna have that Dragon's End situation where we basically won or defeated the creator of the world that was infused with all the magics of all the dragons, okay? And we defeated it simply with the help of Aurene. Without Aurene, we couldn't have done that. That's very, very, very much the story of End of Dragons. You couldn't have defeated the creator of the world without Orin. Orin is the solution for the dragon cycle problem. But that slogan, the cycle is reborn, suggests something else. Right?
Thank you. I'm really glad you came along.
Especially if you think about the cycle is reborn. That's a sentence that is said by the void, or Suwon when it's infused by the void, right? Why would the cycle be reborn, like in the slogan? If we're gonna, I don't know, man. The marketing part of the arena is really weird. I really hope they improve on that as time goes on. They haven't shown much, but I really hope they do. Especially the last trailer for the last update was really weak. The trailer for End of Dragons was good though. It's a pity that it came out at launch and nobody saw it. Everybody was playing the freaking game.
It's over.
We had the little image teaser. Those look like, I don't know, abominations or jade constructs corrupted, something like that. One of the two. Some demonic being. And they suggested that it's in a totally new part of Tiri as well, so it's not gonna be Kantha. It could be in the middle of the ocean, but those creatures don't feel very ocean-like to me. I don't know. Where would you want the next expansion to be? I would like to be on the Isles of Janthier. I would love to know what's up with Morsat. They say that they've stated that we've annihilated the last Morsat by the end of season 3, but there's still a lot of Morsat lore to be explored, even if they are not present in the worlds. I mean, they have a whole highlands, right? The Isles of Janthier. They have that whole place for them, so they must have left some story behind. I'm sure. So this is the encampment. I don't want to go here. I want to keep going. I want to keep killing mobs as much as I can. Yeah, I'm sorry. This might be kind of boring for some of you to view if you're like really just watching the stream, but if you're just listening and playing along, I think you might have some fun, or more fun, if you do that. Guys, I don't know, man. Whilst I was editing the video just before I started the stream, I was feeling like I should just focus on editing the video, even though I feel like streaming. I should just focus on editing the video and keep going. But I felt this so often while editing. It's like, whilst I'm editing, I'm craving for streaming. It's annoying. It's not that I bother with editing. It's that I prefer to be streaming. It's simply that. Let's try to kill this one in one hit. Oh, almost.
So much power. Ready.
Yeah, but I intend to really keep it keep streaming more often now. I noticed that once I started streaming more often, I released content more often because I could use the streaming content. So I think I'll just shoot two birds with one shot. I don't know how's the saying in English. We in Portugal we have a similar saying, but it's with a stone. So I don't know if you guys use the term as well. But I'm like, even the new combat features, coming back to that. Sorry guys, I keep bouncing back and forth between subjects here. But hey, unless someone keeps talking to me on chat, I'll keep bouncing back and forth. I'll just let my mind wander on and off about them. But coming back to the combat features, I really think that a new cool combat feature would be racial skills update and a new race. Maybe adding a racial spec, like, because here's the deal. Why the fuck would you matter if you are a Norn, a Char, an Asura, a Sylvari, or a human, if not for the visuals? Right? Any race can go anywhere. At the beginning of the game, any race can pick any skill. Any race has the same stats. Any race has the same fucking things. That's not very usual, right? And if you're trying to sell a new race, you might want to add some value to that. I'm not saying that they should. I'm saying that's what's most likely. So, a rework on the racial skills, and perhaps adding a racial spec, a set of traits. Maybe you don't even do like the full 12? Yeah, the full 12 traits. Maybe you just do like 6. The 3 minors and then the other 3, right? Oh, I'm about to die here. Okay, let's just... And just with that, like, you don't have a choice because you already picked your race. That was your choice, alright? That's how I view it. Like, if you were a Norn, you would get like, I don't know, 10% resistance to chill. Chill is 10% less effective on you, something like that. That will fuck up with the balance of the game. Maybe you deactivate that on World versus World and PvP. I don't know if they could do that. Maybe they could, since they were working the code. But especially for PvE, I think that would be some flavor. That would get some flavor going. I mean, I would play a Tango just for the sake of being a Tango. Don't get me wrong. And I would make a new Tango if they released a new race. But the way the races are in Guild Wars 2, it's not really worth it, is it? They don't impact your combat. They could, but they don't. That's why I think some of the vets are not really excited about the new race. That could change. The new combat features could also mean, this is the weird part, picking a secondary elite. So, a secondary elite is... I'll be a Bladesword. That's my main elite. But now I can choose a secondary elite that's gonna replace one of the specializations and the core specializations. And put it as a secondary elite. So it's... I'm not... How do I put this? I'm not putting the main mechanics onto my... I'll still be a Bladesworn, I'll still have my gunblade and everything. And I won't have that special F1 skill from the Berserker. But I'll gain adrenaline much faster, or flow in this case, because that's the thing for... And I'll be able to use the skills and the weapons from the Berserker. Why can't I move over there? So, we've talked about the combat features, let's talk about other features. For years, gamers, hear me out. Hey, gamers, listen, pay attention now. For years, since the launch of the game, since the freaking betas, people have asked about fishing. 10 years later, with the release of End of Dragons gave us fishing. Is there any other feature like that we've been missing? I think there is. I think that the feature that we have been missing for all these years, and some of you may think, oh, that already exists in the game. No, it doesn't. Not the proper way, not the way that Guild Wars 2 can do it. And it's housing. So what's the proper way? Simple. Let me put decorations into my housing. Let me pick my house. And that's it. That's all I ask. You could do some more stuff, but with just that, I think everyone would be happy. I wanna have... Do you know how Path of Exile does hideouts? Path of Exile does hideouts very, very well. I think Guild Wars 2 could learn a little bit from that. I would like to have a house in Dragonfall. I would like to have a house in Dragon's End. Or in Gaia Delph. Imagine if with each release you would get a new house. Or a new instanced house. That you could decorate. And man, when you have a little bit more enthusiasm for the decorations of the guild of the game, instead of just being guild attached, and only guild leaders can play with that, because 90% of the player base ain't a guild leader. 90% of the player base never touched decorations. So hey, let's change that, shall we? I think housing could really do with that. The way Final Fantasy XIV and Lord of the Rings and a bunch of other MMOs does housing is really good as well. And I actually don't think what would be best. I think for Guild Wars 2, I think it would be best the hideout thing from Path of Exile. But they could also do the Final Fantasy style. And that is having a lobby with a bunch of plots. And you could buy a plot of lands with an already custom made home, and then you can decorate the house. And there's gonna be a bunch of homes that everyone's gonna buy, and there's gonna be neighborhoods of folks. That is also really cool as well, because you can see other folks' homes instead of just being an instance. That is a strong point of it. The weak part of it is that you're not gonna get a neighbor on every single instance map, right? Or on every single... Well, maybe with these expansions they could do that, release a neighborhood. But what would happen to guild halls with neighborhoods? You know what I mean? Like, I think that neighborhoods is what a guild hall should be. You can build your freaking home in there. It's not quite the same thing, but you can build your own friend's neighborhood. I need to check on the achievement. We are camp tier 3, we're almost at the meta. That will be the first one. So let's see here. Or Eternal. Almost there, guys. 120 to go. Like with housing, if they go full on housing, and that would be the reason why we don't have elite specs or a new race. If they go full on housing, I think there's a lot of stuff they could do. I'll just give you some examples. A stable, a fucking stable, something like a menagerie or something like that. Not a menagerie in the sense of Path of Exile, don't take me wrong, but a menagerie where you could see your own fucking mounts without being mounted on them. Especially with their skins on as well and their dyes, that would be fucking amazing, wouldn't it? Where you could feed, pet them, interact with them. A place where you could show off some of your legendaries, like a proper legendary armory, a physical legendary armory, where your legendary armors and weapons would always be, and your trinkets as well, would always be in a mannequin or something like that. I think that would be really, really cool. I need these embers. Think about, hell, even making like simple things like your own room, your own character's room. And that's the weird part. Would it be? Oh, maybe it would be account bound, not character bound. Yeah, Guild Wars still does like to do account bound, and I think for a system like that it makes sense, right? But for Black Desert, for example, it doesn't work like that. It's character bound. It's really, really, really serious about that. Like your character's home is not your family's home. It's different. Unless they've changed that recently, but... I still need Eternal Embers to finish that. But I'm more interested in finishing mobs, so... I needed to adjust my glasses, they were hurting my ears, the back of my ears. So, there's no embers around here, wait. Let's search for some embers. Eternal Ember, there it is.
I can feel Bear's power.
Another feature, a new mount. We had the Siege Turtle. And I've talked with Jot about this, but new mount would be really, really cool, wouldn't it? A flyable or a flying dual mount, like the Siege Turtle, but it flies. The thing is, the Siege Turtle has the jets, and it already kind of works like that. So it would be weird. But you could add like a crawling mount, a mount that can crawl up on walls, and that would be individual. Or maybe dual as well, I don't know, like a giant spider, but thing is, phobias. You could have the skin, do something that can crawl like a jade spider or something like that. and then that's the default mount, and then you can do skins for it, like a true spider or something. There's ways to do it. There's ways to do it. You don't really need to tap into the phobias of folks to do something like that. A bug, you could do a fucking bug. An ant, a giant ant or something like that. You all have the roller beetle as a bug, so I don't know, that would be a little bit weird, but... What about another World vs. World mount? Maybe a cavalry mount. A mount that is very, very, like, it's very resistant. It's very, very tanky. Oh, this is how I do it. Man, this just occurred to me. Like, I had the talk points of a new World vs. World mount. And I was thinking about what would be like a good World vs. World mount. And this just occurred to me. Think about this. An individual, personal mount. But it has a lot of protection and... Oh, was it called? Resolution on it. And stability. Although, if you take those off, it is very squishy. And it can be taken... Or even if it takes CC, if you break the brake bar, let's put it like that, the player comes down of the mount. The mount goes off. But the mount has a charge ability, like the roller beetle, and that does a lot of damage. That would be really good against blobs, I think, and would change the way the game is played in a very meaningful manner. Like the workload. The workload really changed the way you play World vs. World as well. With a sniff. Sniff is really important for any organized squad. You could also do a siege mount for World vs. World, but I think that would be broken, no matter how you do it, because of the supplies. Another feature, and I have talked about this one as well, it's the ships, the airships. That is copium as hell, I'm not gonna lie. But it's still something that they've teased a lot since the launch, it's the airships. They've teased more the airships than the mounts. Think about that. What else? Yeah, I can't think about anything else. We have sailing, but I don't think... I would love to see some updates or something different for sailing. Something combat based. I don't think they're gonna do it. It's very, very difficult for them to do something like that. Moving platforms and everything, it's really weird.
Think faster.
But how cool would it be to have your own guild ship? Would be cool. Oh shit, I missed that. Need embers for this one as well. There's one there, so let's just use this one. About the lore or the location, actually, this is what I really wanted to say. About the locations, I've already talked a little bit about the Isles of Janthier. And I think that is a very, very likely place for us to go. There's a lot of possibilities there, I think. But if not that, Zalana, the home of the Harpies, it's very interesting as well. Really cool. Cool things to think about. Just if you think about the Harpies home, and the lore of the Harpies is really, really good in Guild Wars 2 as well. Oh shit. I still have my Jade bot, but the thing is, a Hydra just fucking spawned. And I don't know if I can kill any of these folks. I can. Okay, good. Let's deal with the Hydra first. The Hydra is always a problem. Oh shit. Maybe not this time. Why am I gonna die? I am. Oh, damn. Well, I've been killing a lot of mobs, so... How far are we? It's not even there. Where is it? Story Journal. War Eternal. Okay, okay, that's very, very close. That's much closer now. I'm actually very, very close there. I'm actually happy with that. With how much progress with that. Like, I've been streaming for like, what? 1 hour? Yeah. Oh, that's good. It actually didn't trigger any single time the meta, but there's no commander, so I might just really just leave and go for War vs. World because I'm feeling like playing. I feel like playing War vs. World.
News coming in every day. Then power flow at 30%.
I almost have a full stack of unidentified gear here.
I dropped everything to go see her, to pay my respects.
Everything? Just like that?
The world might end. What difference would it make if I stayed or left? And now, we get to be a part of this.
Okay, that's enough for now. Since I'm going to War vs. World, it's not a big deal. But yeah, I was just thinking about doing this just a little bit smaller stream. I'm not gonna stream for much longer. Basically, this is what I wanted to say. Well, we're still gonna play a little bit of War vs. World, so I can still emphasize this a little bit more. But I really wanted to see a little bit more hype for the game. I think we are transmitting a message to the other players of MMOs, and that message is the game is dead. The game isn't dead, folks. The game is very much alive. It's actually one of the most active games out there, even today. So yeah, I think we could change that, and don't wait for your content creators to do the content for you. If you have a theory, fucking publish it. Go to Reddit and put it out. Say fuck you to the guys that don't agree with you or that are gonna criticize you for sharing your opinion. Say fuck you to them because you have a right to share your opinion and to give your feedback if it is constructive. Let me remind you of that. You need to do constructive feedback and be respectful to the makers of the game, especially because they're I think we've been very, very misled with who's to blame, with the flaws of the game, because the game isn't perfect. Obviously, there's no perfect game. Shit. And I think we need to think a little bit more about, like, no man, this is so hard to describe. Because I think people are not attributing the blames to the right persons, and especially when there's something wrong with the game. Think about Dragonstorm, right? We all blamed, with no exception, we all blamed Arena. Right? It was Arena. Arena fucked up. Arena fucked up and Arena fucked up Primordus, Jormag, everything. I don't think that's true. I think they were really pushed by NCSoft to release an expansion, and that's what happened. Or they would release an expansion, or that was it. And I think, especially, the thing is, you need to wrap up the Dragon cycle. I think that's the pressure that NCSoft. This is only a theory. I don't have proof. I don't have anything to back up my theory. It's just a fucking theory, okay? Just from a guy that has been following the game throughout the years, and I never saw them disrespect the dragons as much as they did with Dragonstorm. Even Kralk, even Kralk. Sorry, Kralk was the best. Even Zaitan had more respect to his name than that. And Zaitan was not very respectful in terms of fight. Which is the complete opposite of Primordus. Primordus has a cool fight, and it has a really cool part of the encounter in Harvest Temple. But it has no world whatsoever attached to him. It's so sad to see. But yeah, that's why I think we need to really be careful with this next update. And I think we should hype up more of the game, because if we do have more hype, let me give you this insight, very, very helpful insight from someone that has been playing the game for almost, like, what, 9 years. I have almost 4.5 K hours in the game, but I've been playing for the past 2,800 days, so that's a long time ago. Just a little bit of insight. If there's hype, no matter if the game sucks or not, in its current state, look at before End of Dragons. We had a lot of hype, and the game was in a really bad state, and it was good to be a part of the community during that time, even though the game sucked. We had a good recap of the story, but it was really the hype of the community about End of Dragons that kept the game alive. And the memes and everything. Even though most of them were about end of development. But still. The talk. That's what I mean. The talk. We need to talk about this stuff. And we need to talk about it a lot. So, let's see here. You have the keep, so... Oh! Now... completely different subject. While the assets load. Fuck yeah, Aurora Glade. We're moving to tier 2, fucking finally, right? This is happening, isn't it? We're beating Underworld, we're beating Vizuna Square. Wait. This is a new match already? Oh fuck, I didn't realize. We moved up to tier 2, right? Oh shit. Wait, let me check the leaderboards on the official website. Sorry, I get excited about World vs. World. World vs. World rankings. This is North America, I want Europe. Yeah, we climbed up to tier 2. Oh, how good is that? Jesus, let's go. Fuck yeah. Okay, good. So the new match started. It started and wait. Oh yeah, it started today. Today's Friday. I said that at the beginning of the stream, but I fucking forgot about it. But yeah, today is Friday. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good week of World vs. World. Oh man, I feel like I'll be spending a long time now playing World vs. World. So basically, I'm with a very good build that I saw from. Oh shit! I don't wanna. I don't wanna make a mistake here in calling out the wrong YouTuber. I wanna say Valum, but I need to be sure. Yeah, Valum. Valum made a video about the Gil'jan Celestial build for Harbinger, and I quite like it. Let's join this squad. Let's see what's up.
Knowledge is power.
Oh, we are up. That's what's up. So basically, what I'm using, what I should be using, because I'm not using the Warhorn. I should be using the Warhorn. Let me just change that really quickly here. This is so fucked up, but okay, we have it. So I use the Warhorn and the pistol, then the staff. I have a lot of sustain, a lot of movement. Man, this build is overall really good. But the juicy part is this one, the Elixir of Ambition. It's really juicy. I like it. Oh, we're moving in. We are moving in. Oh shit, I fucking knew it. Okay. Let's just reset that. Put this one over here. Let's go again. Now we get in. Oh shit, we get fucked because they're pushing. Yeah, they pushed. I should have dodged that. It's my bad, but it's okay. We'll respawn and go again. And that's basically War vs. World for you guys. That's how it goes. You sometimes die and you just respawn and go back in. But even on PvP, I've been playing this. This is really good. This is really fun. Especially for roaming, I'll be honest, it's not the same thing with squads. But with roaming, you can have lots and lots of fun. But I like playing it squads as well. Just check. Yeah. So, what's going on over here? There's that guy over there. Oh shit, this was a bad play. This was a really bad place. Okay. Immune. Okay. Let's push. Yeah, look at that. Oh Jesus, the spikes on the dragon hunters are really making a mess of them right there. That's a cleansing. And look, this is EU. 11:30 GMT +1, so oh no, there's blues.
Target identified.
Let's go turn invisible. This is gonna be fun. If they're still here though. Which they might not be. Let's see here. Oh, there's a couple of them. You can hunt these down. Oh, this one is dead. Let's try to get that one. Yeah, there we go. That's destroyed. Let's see here. What can we do with this? That's out of range, but we have this one right here. He's blocking. Oh, and the evades. Yeah, that Vindicator is gonna be a hell of a pain in the ass to catch. What's Commander doing? Oh, just killing a bot. But yeah, I think that will be the stream for today, guys. We had a little bit of World vs. World, we had a little bit of the Vision Farm, and yeah, I can't wait to see you guys. I think Sunday or Monday, I'm not sure. I'll be away for tomorrow. I'll leave for the weekend. I'll be back on Sunday, but I don't know if I'll be able to stream on Sunday. It depends on how tired I get. So yeah, that's gonna be fun as well. So yeah, see you all after the weekend. Have a good weekend, everyone. Have fun out there. I'll be playing the rest of the night, and yeah, stay tuned. See you very soon.